So market risk is the risk that you could have less money in your account at the end of the year than you did at the beginning of the year. And everyone says, I don't want to have anything to do with that. But the problem is without any of that market risk, there's no potential for gains. And so an example is a checking account, there's no market risk, and thus you're not getting any returns on the checking account. And so we want to embrace market risk, but the problem is to what extent? And when we talk about market risk, what we're really talking about is volatility. And volatility is nothing but a fancy word for how steep is the roller coaster. Is it going to go up really high and down low, or is it going to be kind of moderate and kind of sail along? So when we look at investing in the market, the most important thing that somebody could really understand, and nobody likes to talk about it, is what is the downside potential for volatility. And if someone keeps adjusting their portfolio and keeps making changes, well, we can never really tap into that downside loss. Everyone likes to talk about the upside volatility, but no one likes to really address the downside volatility. And the problem is that there's no highs and no gains without the potential for losses. And so when we look at losses, we've got to be able to measure the amount of downside volatility that we're willing to take on. And so when I meet with clients for the first time, one of the first questions that I'll ask is controlling risk important to you? Well, yeah, everyone wants to control risk. But a follow-up question that I ask to that is, do you have a way to be able to measure the amount of risk that you're taking? We want to be able to dial in exactly the amount of volatility that's acceptable to us in our investments. And so really the traditional way of measuring volatility is, am I conservative, moderate, or aggressive? But what we really want is an academic number that's going to tell us the upside and the downside potential so that we can really measure it. And the benefit of that is that when things do get a little bit scary, and we could call it like a windy night, we could still sleep on a windy night and be able to ride out those rough times so that we can enjoy the upside potential.